because I figured that one out from start to finish. And I also liked my second favorite one is the full annex bug, because I also figured that one out from start to finish. And that was amazing. Like, the full annex bug was so cool. Oh man, this game with the full annex bug, holy shit bananas, that would have been, so much fun. And my third favorite was the one where you could get colonial nations in Europe, which was fucking mind-boggling. That's so cool. So amazing. Colonial nations in Europe, man. That was the best. That was so much fun. We had so much fun with that. That was really fun. Okay, describe these bugs. Okay, so the ship selling bug, the swimming soldiers bug, not the ship selling bug, the swimming soldiers bug. What would happen is if you loaded units, if a navy would enter a port, and at the same time that it entered the navy, and you had some damaged ships in there, if you would have your troops, and this button, this shortcut is A. So what you would do is, on speed 4, and this was very specific, but after a while I got it to work every single time. But yeah, you get the navy with a couple of damaged ships into a port on speed 4, then on speed 4 you pause, you select the army using the selecting bug. If you just click on it, it's selecting bug, with like the box, selecting box. If you clicked on it, it didn't work. So you select it using this, and then you pressed AD. And then what happened was it would detach damaged ships. At least that's what it wanted to do, but because you selected the army like this, and you did AD, it would also detach damaged regiments, land regiments. So you would then have regiments as ships. And regiments, normal land regiments, if they're ships, then, land regiments, when they hit 0, they don't die, right? Because, like, you can have lots of regiments with 0 men in them. So basically, you'd have ships that would suffer attrition, and you'd see that these men die. Like, these would slowly drop down, but because they're regiments, they can't die at 0, so you'd have immortal ships. And that meant that you could, like, slap an explorer on them, and back before, I think it was El Dorado, you could manually explore with them. So that would mean that you could explore the whole world in 14... Well, as soon as you'd get an explorer. So Portugal would be able to do it in 1445. You could just have like a whole bunch of those swimming soldiers and have them swim all over the world. And you'd be able to see everything. This is amazing. So stupid. And the colonial nation bug was just... They added a transfer occupation, but what they didn't do was they made it so that... What they didn't do was make it so that colonial nations couldn't get into Europe. So you could get colonial nations in Europe, and we used that to make a giant-ass America. Like, we played as an American culture in America. But because we were able to get, like, a single province over into Europe, we then had to follow, like, a 38-step plan, but basically it meant that the USA would spawn with an American culture and this. Instead of starting like this with an English culture. So that was really fun. So that was the other one I tried. Yeah, the Sailor one was just so much fun because it was so retarded, and you could like use them as little spy planes. But the thing was, if they got into a naval battle, the game would crash because regiments don't have any cannons. Not even cannons have cannons, but they don't have any values for naval combat. So of course the game would want to find their values for naval combat, and then does not compute. So the game died every single time that happened. So unfortunate, but that's kind of what happened. So yeah. Sad days. Yeah, that was that one. Hey. Really? Such a piece of shit, man. Yeah, there's no way I can full annex him. And he moved his capital to Kaifeng too, so it's not like Gorchin's gonna take him out. So I don't think I want to truce break him another time. Oh, the full annex block. Okay, so the full annex block worked the following, and you can all go back. You can all go back the patches for this shit. I don't know exactly which patches I did it in, but I made bug reports of all of them. So if you head on over to the bug report forums and search my name, you'll find the bugs, and you can revert to that patch and just use them. So the full annex bug was you could full annex literally everyone, even 1,000 war score Spain in one war. Well, 1,000 war score Spain would have been a bit difficult actually. But basically what you did was you have to go over here to the ledger. You sort by, you go over to military, and then at force limit it shows you how many provinces he has. So Spain has 84 provinces. And so you remember that number, you write that number down. So Spain has 84 provinces. Now Spain also has colonial nations. Florida, Spanish Brazil, Spanish Canada, and Spanish Louisiana. And you remember that 84, so you fight a war against Spain, and then what you need to do is you need to select 84 provinces from Spain. But they can also be the colonial nations provinces. So if you were to select 84 Floridanian provinces, or 40 Florida provinces, 40 Spanish Canada provinces, and 4 Spanish Brazilian provinces, you would get those provinces, but you would also full annex Spain if you had the exact number of provinces. Now you could ask provinces for Spain as well. So if there was a colonial nation with like 60 provinces, you could still demand 24 provinces from Spain. But of course that's a lot more difficult because, you know, all of these are more than 4% war score. But all of these colonial nation provinces are all, well, almost all, 1%. So you'd very easily be able to full annex someone which was like 400% war score for 84% war score in one war. It's so stupid. It was amazing. Yeah, that was a pretty fun bug. Flurry, have I done the play as a release colony and vassalize your previous overlord? Oh yeah, that was one of the steps in the 38-step America World Conquest thing. I have all of those things written in my little EU4 book too. And I'll be giving that book away as soon as I hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. So get to it, boys. Share that shit with your friends. Rebels in Lithuania? Oh my goodness. Seems like we have a little bit of a rebel problem there. Could you go take care of that for me, friends? Hmm? But yeah, I didn't want to truce break him again, I don't think. No, fuck that. I like how he's still guaranteeing the independence of Bukhara, though. Oh, independence guaranteed by Bukhara. Oh, how the tables have turned, Bukhara. Huh? How the tables have turned. Okay. So, truce with Mal was gonna end soon. We missed our chance to declare war on Bengal, unfortunately. But hey, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna call it off here. I'm gonna finish my smoke, look at the chat. What about the Super General? That was amazing. Yeah, that was not completely me though, because what I figured out was how to get a general from one save file to another save file So we were trying Ryukyu runs. We were doing that, but we were using a 2-4-2-3 shock general, Scottish general, because Scots get a tradition that gives them +1 shock, so they're one of the best countries to get yourself a ruler general with, and you could transfer ruler generals from one spot to another, from unsafe to another. So we were doing that, but I was under the impression that they both needed to be Iron Man saves. So Jake popped into the chat, and Jake was like, hey, you know, Flurry, if you want to be really cheap, which, of course, we want to be, but if you want to be really cheap, you could just edit the general to have 99999999999 and use him. So we did that, and we got this 9999999 general. We played around with him for a bit, and it was amazing. But then I was like, maybe we can like change the type of the general too. So we did that, and we made him into a conquistador, and that allowed us to enter Georgia and westernize really fast. Did I ever complete the USA Worldconquest? No. No, I didn't. We got to 1760, and I think we owned all of Europe. But like I said, that's also one of my experiences where I was like, no, conquering Europe first is shit, because it's so slow. You need to constantly be at 100% overextension. Well, in a game when you core everything in 2 months, that's impossible. But you get to do shit like this, so. I would assume that these guys are like, yeah, they're all like one war. Not 2 wars. A lot of them. 1, 2. 2 wars. 1 more. 1 more? 2 wars? 2 wars. 1 more? 2 wars. 1 more? This is not even with ammo efficiency 3. So we're gonna have a lot of fun with this, but can we do the bye-bye song? Yes! Can I show the HRE menu? There you go. I'm not gonna revoke the privilege, I think it's stupid. But yeah, the timeline, let's go. So, yeah. But if you have any questions, feel free. You should publish or start making copies of that. It can make you a lot of money. Yeah. I doubt it. There's not that many people playing EU4. Can't make a book of that. I might just do like a giveaway, because like giving away that particular thing seems a bit sad. How do I plan on dealing with my existing coalitions? By building a lot of units and looking at them funny. I seriously think they're going to collapse soon. Let's do this a little bit faster, because for the longest time we couldn't do anything. Will I ever do a Saruman World Conquest? New plus to biz. Which is better, pie or cake? I like cake better. So here we're trying to get emperorship and flipping religions all the time. So I think here we get emperorship, and then we're like, oh shit, we actually need quite a bit of provinces to pass all of the reforms. And we couldn't pass any of the reforms because there was religious war. So yeah, we're like, oh shit, religious war is almost over. We need to grab provinces real fast. So we invade Russia. And Lithuania. And Sweden. And Poland. And more Russia. And more Sweden. And here we have enough provinces to proclaim Arab Kaisertum, so we do that here. But now we're like, oh shit, we need Coptic provinces, and oh shit, we fucked up. So here we start spawning Copts. And that takes freaking 28 years of me sitting, waiting for rebels to spawn. So rebels spawn here, and now we can go ham again. And, well, let's just see how this goes. Wow. We did this pretty fast. It doesn't look that fast though, because we didn't full annex him at the end. This is insane. This is like end game levels of speed, and we're not at end game yet. So it's like rebels flipped all of the provinces over to me. If you have to fight 1,000 duck-sized jakes or 10 jake-sized ducks, which one would you choose? 10 jake-sized ducks. How would you keep motivation to keep playing runs after you've reached the point of them, i.e. 93% core creation cost reduction? I held it to a poll. And yeah. Now, but I don't know if we're actually gonna finish this one up completely though, because I mean, it's pretty obvious what's gonna happen here. But then again, I kind of want to see how far we can get with the culture conversions if we spend all of our remaining dip on culture conversions. Of course, I do want to embrace the Renaissance. I mean, Enlightenment, but we still don't. We don't even have it in these provinces yet. So a little iffy there. Pasai embraced it, so if we can go conquer Pasai, that could help. Yeah, I kind of want to see how far we can get now. Kind of intrigued, as it were. Conquering Europe's gonna be so much fun. After we're done with all this. I hate having to march my units left and right. Also, let's check the aggressive expansion map mode. So yeah, everybody in Asia really pissed off. These people don't care. Ming's at negative 1,000. Nope. Not at negative 1,000. And these people don't even care that much. Gotta love different religious groups. Hell, Chin hasn't even joined. Ugh. Culture map mode. Okay, here you go. Can I explain the bankruptcy exploit? Oh, the bankruptcy exploit. Now, that one was a lot of fun too. Arumba, I saw it in Arumba's video. What he did was he was building a couple of ships in one of his vassals' land, and he went bankrupt. And then after he went bankrupt, the ships were still there, and he could cancel the building of the ships and get his money back. So then what we did was we played a game as Friesland, called Friendless Friesland, and we took 1.5 million ducats of debt. We accrued 500,000 ducats of debt normally, and then we took out another 1 million ducats of debt. And we saved up, I think, 250,000 sailors by queuing up ships. And then, you know, you drop down from the maximum so that you can gain new sailors. So we saved up 250,000 sailors. And we built all of those in a single province. One of my vassals' province. We then went bankrupt. And then we cancelled the ship, so we had 1 million ducats in the bank. And 0 debt. It was pretty sweet. How does Scotland exist as a whole nation in New World? Well, that's a good question. But his capital must have been taken out. I don't know. England must have taken his capital and it must have moved over to this. I honestly don't know. No, they don't manually move their capital overseas. So it must have been through war. But I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you with that for today because I've got some editing to do. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're watching this on Twitch, I'll see you guys again on Thursday at 1900 hours Central European Time. And here you go, have yourself a bye-bye song.
Bye, goodbye. Bye, 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 goodbye. I can clap my hands. I can stamp my feet. I can clap my hands. I can stamp my feet. Bye, bye, goodbye.